Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2014-2015 Senior Recognition Night for Upper St. Clair. Our first swimmer tonight, Marty Basic. Marty is accompanied by his parents, Jim and Bonnie Basic. Marty is a 4-year member of the high school team. He's a 4-year member of the WPIAL team and a 1-year member of the PIAA state team. Our next swimmer, Delaney Burke. Delaney is accompanied by her parents, John and Lisa Burke. Delaney is a 4-year member of the high school swim team. She is a 2-year WPIAL qualifier and a 1-year member of the PIAA state team. Our next swimmer, Lauren DeSantis. Lauren is accompanied by her parents, Tom and Shelley DeSantis. She's a 3-year member of the high school team and a 1-year WPIAL qualifier. Our next swimmer, Ryan Dazinski. Ryan is accompanied by his parents, Chet and Linda Dazinski. Ryan is a 4-year team member. He's a 4-year WPIAL qualifier and a 3-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Meg Haggerty. Meg is accompanied by her parents, Jim and Gretchen Haggerty. She is a 3-year member of the high school team. She is a 3-year WPIAL qualifier and a 1-year state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Jake Johnson. Jake is accompanied by his parents, Mark and Laura Johnson. He's a 4-year member of the swim team. Jake is a 4-year WPIAL qualifier and a 2-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Mariah Kelly. Mariah is accompanied by her parents, Bob and Nancy Kelly. She's a 4-year team member and a 4-year WPIAL qualifier. Our next swimmer, Patrick Lurch. Patrick is accompanied by his parents, Coach Charles and Nora Lurch. He's a 4-year member of the high school swim team. Patrick is a 4-year WPIAL qualifier and a 1-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Karina Liu. Karina is accompanied by her mother, Annette Liu. She is a 4-year high school swim team member. She's a 4-year WPIAL qualifier and a 1-year PIAA state team member. Our next diver is Brett Lowen. Brett is accompanied by his parents, Brian and Barbara Lohman. Brett is a 2-year member of the dive team. He's a 2-year WPIAL qualifier. Our next diver, Meredith McDonough. Meredith is accompanied by her mother, Maureen McDonough. She's a 3-year member of the dive team. Our next swimmer, Finn Manuth. Finn is accompanied by his parents, Torsten and Britta Manuth. He's a 2-year member of the high school swim team. He's a 2-year WPIAL qualifier and a 1-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Carolyn Novak. Carolyn is accompanied by her parents, Rich and Heather Novak. She's a 4-year member of the high school swim team. Carolyn is a 3-year WPIAL qualifier and a 1-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Carly Osakovsky. Carly is accompanied by her parents, Steve and Judy Osakovsky. She's a 4-year member of the high school swim team. Carly is a 4-year WPIAL qualifier and a 2-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Victoria Schaefer. Victoria is accompanied by her parents, Doug and Sue Schaefer. She's a 4-year member of the swim team. Victoria is a 4-year WPIAL qualifier and a 3-year PIAA state qualifier. Our next swimmer, Abby Stevenson. Abby is accompanied by her parents, Robert and Kelly Stevenson. She is a 3-year member of the high school swim team. Our final 2 swimmers of the evening, Megan and Thomas Williams. Megan and Thomas are accompanied by their parents, Rob and Jane Williams. Megan is a 3-year member of the high school swim team. She's a 2-year WPIAL qualifier and a 2-year PIAA state team member. Thomas is also a 3-year member of the high school swim team. He's a 3-year WPIAL qualifier and a 2-year PIAA state qualifier. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014-2015 senior Upper St. Clair High School swimmers and divers.
Would you please all rise, take off your hats, and listen to the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Our first diver this evening, Meredith McDonough, doing dive 401B, inward dive pike, 1.5. Can we have quiet for the divers, please? Score 6-5-4. Kara will be doing dive 401C, inward dive, tuck, 1.4. Score 7, 5.5, 4.5. Brett will be doing dive 401B, inward dive, pike, 1.5. Score 7, 7, 5.5. Chris will be doing dive 401B, inward dive, pike, 1.5. Score 7.5, 7.5, 5.5. Meredith's second dive, dive 101B, forward dive, pike, 1.3. Scores 4, 4, 4. Kara's second dive, 402C, inward single somersault tuck position, 1.6. Scores 6, 6, 5.5. Brett's second dive, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault, pike position, 1.7. Meredith's third dive, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault, pike position, 1.7. Scores 2, 3, 2. Kara's third dive, 202A, back, 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Scores 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 1/2. Brett's third dive, 201A, back dive, straight, 1.7. Scores 6 1/2, 7, 7. Chris's third dive, 103B, front 1.5 somersault, pike position, 1.7. Scores 4, 3 1/2, 3 1/2. Meredith's fourth dive will be 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free, 1.9. Scores 2 1/2, 3 1/2, 1 1/2. Kara's fourth dive, 5221D, back 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, free, 1.7. Scores 5 1/2, 5, 4. Brett's fourth dive, 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free, 1.9. Dive 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist free. Scores 5 1/2, 3 1/2, 2 1/2. Chris's fourth dive, 104C, front 2 somersaults, tuck position, 2.2. Scores 5 1/2, 4, 4. Meredith's dive, 301C, reverse dive, tuck, 1.6. Scores 3 1/2, 5, 4. Kara's fifth dive, 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist free, 1.9. Scores 5 1/2, 5, 4 1/2. Brett's fifth dive, 104C, forward 2 somersault, tuck position, 2.2. Scores 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7. Chris's fifth dive, 302C, reverse 1 somersault, tuck position, 1.6. Scores are 7, 8, 7. This is our sixth and final round of diving. Meredith's last dive will be 201A, back dive straight, 1.7. Scores 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 4 1/2. Kara's final dive, 104C, forward 2 somersault, tuck position, 2.2. Scores 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 3. Brett's final dive, 403C, inward 1.5 somersault, tuck position, 2.2. Brett scores 7 1/2, 8, 6 1/2. Our final diver, Chris, will be doing dive 5211A, back dive, 1/2 twist, 1.8. Scores 8, 7 1/2, 6 1/2. That concludes our diving.
Yes, we are ready to go, but we're still waiting for the flag to come up. But while we're waiting for the pool to be readied, 18 seniors.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, 18 seniors.
In fact, I think it's about
swimmers and divers both. And it is. And I've been here for 8 years, and I'm telling you, this is the most seniors I can personally remember.
it's about half our team, our seniors. It's going to be a big change next year once
Well,
they've all gone off to college.
Well, I do know that we have several of our seniors going to be swimming in college. Some are still not decided, but they also want to swim in college. But we have a nice cross-section of talent.
Absolutely. They've had a huge impact, I think, on making the team as successful as it's been.
And you still have a few years to go.
I do. And your son is one of the seniors who has had a tremendous impact on the team and will be moving on next year.
Yep, we're going to be 8 years running, and this is our last of 8 years on the swim team, and it's been a wonderful experience, and looking at the smiles on those kids' faces, it makes it all worth it.
It had to be a bittersweet evening, though, for you, knowing that it's coming to an end.
Well, I think we're going to be ready to go with the first event of the evening.
Okay. The first event tonight will be the female 200 medley relay. Mr. Referee.
This is a reminder to be quiet at the start, please. Quiet at the start. Well, we do notice that we have 2 teams for Upper St. Clair.
Senior relay? Yeah, it's on
We have both A and B swimmers for Upper St. Clair, and with Carrick tonight, they're not a big team.
No, they're not. One kind of
Well, it looks like we had a little bit of a false start on the starter there. They're going to have to reset the
Well, while they're
Reset.
resetting it, it's kind of neat. The relay over in lane 4 is a senior-only relay. Karina, Delaney, Mariah, and Lauren are all seniors. So it's actually, you know what? They're both all seniors. Carolyn, as you said, we have quite a few, and we have enough that we have 2 medley relays competing against each other, both all seniors. I just would like to note that both relays in the pool tonight are made up entirely of seniors.
I remember that Dave, through the years, has liked to have fun with his relays, and I think this is just one way of him giving a nod to the seniors who have meant so much to the program. If you look up at the banners, you'll see that this particular group of girls is responsible for 3 section titles in Upper St. Clair, 3 consecutive section titles. And I think that they have a real good shot at a 4th. The meet of the year will be Mount Lebanon for them. Mount Lebanon has a lot of good freestylers.
They do. It should be a good meet, but I think that we can take them.
Oh, I certainly do. While they have freestylers, there's also other events in there too.
There is. And you know, this race is shaping up. One thing, Dave does a terrific job at matching his relays pretty evenly.
That he does.
And
look at these. We have Mariah and Meg coming in Delaney and Meg coming in the wall almost identically.
Yep.
And now the Flyers are in. We have
Mariah and Meg.
Mariah and Megan, yep. No all Meg relay this year.
No, we lost the 4th Meg. Excuse me. She graduated, so we're going to need to add a couple more next year.
Well, Mariah's having a real nice fly leg here. She'll give way to Lauren DeSantis.
And Abby Stevenson then will go off. Wow, they did touch though, very close. And Mariah's turned her fly has been terrific, and I think she got the whippeal cut at our away meet last week at Bethel Park.
I think you're right.
Fly.
Well, coming down the stretch, it looks like lane 1 is going to be taking this. That's Karina, Delaney, Mariah, and Lauren.
Yep.
Very nice swim, ladies.
A close race.
And had this been an event that they were trying to go for the whippeal cut, the lane 1 would have had it.
That's true. It's a 2:03 flat.
Event 2 of the evening is the boys 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, Braden Wan, Finn Manuth, Jake Johnson, and Ola Manuth. And in lane 4, Ryan Dudzinski, Thomas Williams, Marty Basic, and Brandon Novak, Mr. Referee. This is another one of those relays that looks like that Dave outdid himself to try to make sure we can be really close at the end.
Yep, it makes for an exciting race.
I gotta tell you, I don't think I've seen Braden do any backstroke, whether in a relay or not this year.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done the 100 because he's a very, he has a junior national cut, I believe, in the 100 backstroke, but I don't know if he's done it in high school yet.
Well, his underwaters are phenomenal, and as is Ryan's. That's one of the things that Dave has done a great job. 21.72 for Ryan, 24 flat for Braden. Those are 2 very strong backstroke legs. And Finn here in lane 1. His brother is Ola, who's going to be doing the freestyle leg in this relay. And here we go. Marty Basic, Jake Johnson, Flyers Deluxe, here we go.
Yep.
Marty's underwaters have really gotten good this year, and that's him on the screen right there. But then again, Jake is the second. Whippeals and probably states, if I would dare say.
Looks like they're going to touch relatively close.
Yep, Marty held him off just a little bit, and now we have in the water Ola and Brandon Novak. Brandon being the freshman, Ola being the sophomore. And this is going to be a tight one as well.
Be a good race.
Dave handicapped this pretty well. Brandon's digging. Both split low 23s. Nice swim, boys. a Whippeal event for either one of these ladies.
I don't think, I think they have a lot of other options, and I'm not sure this would be a Whippeal event for either of them, but I think it'd be fun, you know, it's fun for them to see if they can get the cut. We should probably announce that to the spectators. The Whippeal cut in this event is a 204.50. And they're hanging very close together.
Yeah, Mia just made up about 3/10, 4/10 of a second on Lindsay.
Yep, this is their final 50. And if they can hold those splits again, they should both get their Whippeal cut in this event.
My guess, well, Mia's been such a good IMer through the years. And you can't really do the 200 and the 200 IM the same day, so
Yeah,
I
well,
would
they're back to
venture
back.
to guess that she would probably be an IM swimmer, but she just got her Whippeal cut.
Yes, she did.
Both ladies got their
And so did
Whippeal
Lindsay.
cuts.
Nice swim, girls.
The next event of the evening is the boys 200-yard freestyle. For Upper St. Clair in lane 1, Kevin Liu. And in lane 4, senior Patrick Lurch, Mr. Referee. Now, this, I think, is probably going to be an event for Patrick. I don't know that he's really done this event too much, if at all, this year.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if he has, and it's a good event to swim. Excuse me, more than once if you're planning on swimming it at Whippeals, because it really is a strategy race.
I don't know what that was all about. I didn't see any shivering on the boards.
I didn't either. But
Now,
this is a race, as we were saying. I think you've mentioned before. It's not really a sprint. It's not really a distance, but you have to swim it pretty darn fast.
and look at Kevin Liu. He's Patrick did this event at Whippeals last year, if I'm not mistaken, and Kevin's taking it right to him.
That's true. We'll have to watch and see what happens.
I think Patrick is a back halfer historically from my vantage point of watching him through the years, and we're going to see what happens here. Let's see if whose prediction is right, Kevin the racer or Patrick the statistician.
Patrick's already kind of moving up on him. They flipped about the same time, and Patrick had a faster 50. The Whippeal cut in this event, you might want to announce.
Let's do that. A Whippeal cut in this event.
You don't want to be in the slower heats at Whippeals. And it looks like Patrick's strategy of holding back a little may have been the smarter way to swim it, or at least the one that worked for him.
Anything in the low 140s is going to be a solid time. 140 mid here. That's a solid time for this time of year. And both men, they'll both get their cuts.
Both got their cuts. Nice swim.
Boys, hey, let's face it. They just got done swimming this morning at practice, and here they are. This is a tough to do, but they're doing it strong.
They are. The next event is the girls 200 individual medley. In lane 1, we have Kirsten Benedict, and in lane 4, we have Meg Haggerty, Mr. Referee.
I'm wondering if this is one of the events that Meg Haggerty chose for herself.
And I think it might be one she's already swam, as she's listed with the time. So this is kind of a fun event because you get to mix up your strokes. You know, it
does challenge the all-around swimmer.
It does.
For those that might not know a lot about the sport of swimming, the individual medley combines the backstroke, the fly, the breaststroke, the backstroke, and the freestyle.
And it's an event that often that if you're a strong breaststroker, that you can come from behind, so it makes it a very exciting event to watch as well. And Meg's a flyer, and she's out.
that
nice
makes,
time.
Yep, it's no surprise. And the other thing about her, and something else we've noticed through the years, she is also a back half swimmer. She doesn't get tired.
No, well, she swam the 500 free at Whitfields last year, so she is a distance swimmer.
She's here with her folks tonight, Gretchen and Jim Haggerty. Should be mentioning the parents throughout this.
That's true, because for a lot of them, this is we have one more home meet, so this would be one of their final meets here at Upper St. Clair Pool.
Meg is going to be making the turn into the breaststroke first.
Yep, and Kirsten's having a nice race as well.
Why don't you go ahead and announce that Whitfield Cup?
The Whitfield qualifying time in this event is a 2:22.20.
I am a confirmed swim geek, and I tell you, I like to watch the splits. I like to watch the times that the swimmers are putting up there, how their comparative splits are from stroke to stroke.
But it's fun to watch. If you watch enough swimming, you start to learn what a good split is, about what the range should be. And it's kind of fun when you see them. But Meg's having a nice breaststroke.
Yep, pulling hard.
She's finishing up. She's got her 50 free left.
She's going to have to pull a little,
See,
going to have to finish a little strong to catch that Whitfield cut. Not sure that this will be an event for her. For Meg.
For Meg, I don't think it has been in the past.
Oh, she's going to get that cut.
Yeah, I think she's got.
Come on. She pushes
She's
it
gonna
hard.
have to finish hard. So 2:22, just to remind you.
That's going to be real close.
2:22.2.
Let's watch the tick of the clock.
Oh, 5
5
100ths. Oh, goodness, that is.
I'd prefer to miss it by 3 seconds.
I agree.
That still was a very nice swim.
Absolutely.
The next event is the boys 200-yard IM. For Upper St. Clair in lane 1, Jacob Jamie, and in lane 4, Connor Burns, Mr. Referee.
I don't think either of them have swam this event this year, so it'll be fun to watch. And both are strong butterflyers. So
Well, one of the things for the younger swimmers, it's been tough for them to get lanes this year, just because we do have so many seniors.
and we have a lot of outstanding seniors as well.
You know, this is a meet. Obviously, Carrick hasn't had a swimmer yet. They only brought a handful, 3 or 4 swimmers to the meet. Looks like they're going to be doing the 50 freestyle, so we'll have to make sure that we mention their names.
Absolutely.
But it's been tough for some of these swimmers, especially in a 5-lane pool where you only get 2 swimmers. It does take out the possibility that some of these younger kids can get splashes, and it's just one of the challenges we have with a 5-lane pool. But obviously, it doesn't slow us down. It just is it's taken away some opportunity for some of the swimmers.
Well, I think it gives Dave certainly a challenge to make sure all of the swimmers he needs to swim the events have the opportunity to swim them.
Now this will be interesting because I know Jacob is
A good
nice
breaststroker.
and let's see if he can close the gap on Connor. The Whitfield cut in this event is 2:11.30. Connor is maintaining the lead, having a nice breaststroke leg himself. Yeah, he's held that lead nicely.
Yeah, Connor's having a nice
39.5
race.
split. Actually, he outsplit Jacob. Nice strong kick by Connor.
It looks like he has a pretty good shot at getting his Whitfield cut in this event. If he can hold a 30 on this last 50, he should get it.
He's going to have to kick it in. He's going to be close. He's
know.
got 10 seconds. He's looks like he might be running out a little bit of juice. He's got to kick it in. Come on, Connor.
Go.
He's got it.
He got it. Nice job.
Congratulations.
He was able to bring it home. Yep, he got the 30 that he needed.
Congratulations.
The next event is the girls 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1 for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Carolyn Novak. And in lane 4, Victoria Schaefer. In lane 2 for Carrick, we have Ashley Hankins. Mr. Referee.
Seeing our first Carrick swimmer of the day.
You know, they're a new team to our section. They're a city school, and when the city schools league disbanded, what happened is they moved them into the different sections, and Carrick is close to the South Hills, so they ended up with us.
Now, for a small team, for a team that obviously doesn't have a lot of swimmers, that's a tough section to come into. Probably
Absolutely.
the fastest section in Whippeals.
So it's a nice swim, Victoria. Got the Whippeal cut in now. The Whippeal cut was a 26-1. Actually, they both did, both Victoria and Carolyn. Nice swim, girls.
Both seniors.
Yep, both.
Congratulations,
Yep.
Doug and Sue and the Carrick swimmer. The next event, the boys 50-yard freestyle. For Carrick, Chris Lewis and Josh Walters. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, senior Thomas Williams. And in lane 4, senior Ryan Dudzinski, Mr. Referee. Well, let's see if they're going to go for this one. Well, I'm hoping Ryan doesn't have a 15-meter mark violation today. I think he's okay.
So you're going for the, he has the pool record, right?
Yeah, he does.
He does. 20.15. I think you'd said he was slow.
20.25.
I know he's looking to break that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of tonight's swim dive meet between Upper St. Clair and Carrick.
Okay, we're going to start tonight off with this half off with the 100 fly. The next event is the girls 100 fly.
For some reason, I don't think we are.
We're not coming out with
We're
the
not coming
speaker
out the
system.
speakers. Testing.
No, I hear you, but I don't think it is going over. I'm not sure where our technical help went.
It's not working over the loudspeaker. Testing.
Up, there we go.
There you go, thank
now we're fixed, and
Well-
we're ready to start.
Let's start the intro again.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of tonight's swim dive meet between Carrick and Upper St. Clair. And we're going to introduce the next event.
The next event is the girls 100 fly. In lane 1 for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Megan Williams. And in lane 4, Carly Olsakowski. Mr. Referee, both are seniors too.
Yep, both are seniors. I cut you off the loudspeaker a little bit, but the TV audience caught that.
Yep. Okay, so they both must have chosen this event. I know this is an event that Carly may be swimming at Whippeals, and I think Megan swam this in the past, so
Well,
I
Carly
think they both like this event.
I can't remember this year before Carly really doing this competitively, but she has come on looking at that kick. That's her trademark.
Yep, her fly is really taken off. So if you want to hold down the button, I will announce the Whippeal cut in this event. The Whippeal cut in this event is a 104.40.
Carly took it out on the 28, and let's see what she can bring it back in. Going to be hard pressed to bring it under a minute, but with her stamina and her kicking,
You see, here she comes. She's still looking really strong. Yeah, she may finish at just about a minute.
Oh, that's going to be, I think it might be maybe a minute flat one way or the other. But she,
Oh,
minute
you're
04.
right. Wow. Oh, so close.
Very nice swim though, Carly. Tonight's next event is the boys 100-yard butterfly for Upper St. Clair, Ben Diffendahl, and senior Marty Basic, Mr. Referee. Now, one thing we didn't do is have a chance to talk about Meg Williams, how she had surgery on both legs last year. And she won an award, Meg did, with Heinz Ward Foundation for her comeback.
But she's a very tough kid, and she was out of the water for quite a bit of time, and to be able to come back and swim as well as she's swimming is incredibly impressive.
And now looking at Marty,
Marty
sporting a 24:18 in his first 50.
And Ben, a 27:48. That's a nice swim. Ben's a freshman, Marty's a senior, so nice matchup here.
The cut for Whippeals in this event is, I'm sure of that.
Absolutely.
He's I want to say he has a 52 this year. Is that right?
You know, I'm not sure what he's done. That would be a nice thing to have, but he probably went about a 50.
My recollection, it's about a 52, and that's going to be a Whippeal event for him. He's looking strong this year, very strong. I think his best event last year, or best time last year, was a 55. So he's going low this year.
Okay. The next event is the girls' 100-yard freestyle for Carrick High School. In lane 2, we have Ashley Hankins. And for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, we have Hannah Wilding. And in lane 4, we have senior Abby Stevenson. Mr. Referee. This is another event I'm not sure either Hannah or Abby has swam yet this season, so it'll be fun to see what they can do. I'd like to announce the Whippeal cut at this point. The Whippeal cut in this event is a 57.10. Okay, Hannah's taking it out pretty fast. You know, this is always an exciting event, this and the 50 free, because the relays are often composed of the kids who, oh, you know what? I guess I need to make a correction. Chet just pointed out to me, I have to apologize. The Whippeal cut actually in this is a 57 flat.
Well, hopefully so we're not right in between.
Yes. They've made it a little faster this year. But the freestyle, the 50 and the 100 frees are both events that help Dave decide who's going to be on the relays. And so they're always hotly contested and exciting to watch and to swim as well. Let's see. Hannah's a little off, but a nice swim. And a nice swim by Abby as well.
And the Carrick swimmer.
And she's still coming in. We have Ashley.
Coming in. It's got to be tough as a swimmer on a small team, nobody to necessarily train with and to push you. That's one of the things we do have in an abundance here in Upper St. Clair, and the kids do make each other better.
They do. And you give them a lot of credit. It's got to be a little bit intimidating to come in when you have a very small team to come into and face a much larger team. But Carrick has shown a lot of spunk. So Ashley's coming in right now. Nice swim.
The boys' 100-yard freestyle is next. In lane 1, Ola Manuth, and in lane 4, senior Jake Johnson, Mr. Referee. Got to give those seniors a plug.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, they put in 4 years of very hard work.
Very hard work.
And a lot of hours.
Jake's freestyle this year has certainly been coming on. I'm not quite sure what his second event is going to be at Whippeals. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the 100 freestyle, though.
Now, what was it last year? I know he swam
was
the fly.
Yeah, it was the 500.
Oh, it's the 500. That's right. And this is it's shaping up to be a good race. Ole is giving Jake a race.
The Whippeal cut in this event is 51.80. I would venture to guess both men are going to be under that.
They're both finishing
Well,
strong.
Ole is gonna- Remembering again, these guys swam this morning. They practiced and practiced hard.
They had a hard practice yesterday as well. The next event is the girls 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1 for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Riley Stevenson. And in lane 4, we have Maddie Yost. Mr. Referee. The Whippeal cut in this event is a 5:35.50.
Ladies and gentlemen, while the swimmers are in the water for the 500, would you all welcome birthday girl Victoria Schaefer with the singing of Happy Birthday. Happy birthday. For a while. Now Victoria's been special to me through the years, and I'm glad I could embarrass her just a little bit.
I'm sure she's ready to kill you right now.
Oh, that she is. She's looking at me like she's looking at her dad right now. Okay.
Get back to the water for a moment.
Enough. We've taken enough time away from the girls that are doing the hard work, and that's Riley Stevenson and Maddie Yost.
Both are actually, they're two of our breaststrokers, so I'm not sure this is an event they would want to swim at Whippeals because it's on the second day right before the breaststroke. But it's probably an event that I think Dave requires all of his swimmers to try at least once during the season. So this is their opportunity.
Their opportunity might not be the way they would see it.
I don't know if they...
Let's go ahead and announce that cut.
Actually, I did earlier.
Oh,
you were getting ready for the big birthday thing? I announced the cut.
So we're looking at a 5:35 mid for these guys, and we've historically known that you have to pull it about well, you better be doing it about a 33 in your 50s.
You do. You have to hold 33 or below. And as I said, these kids have been training really hard, and they were also up this morning at 4:30 to be here to swim. So not sure that if a Whippeal cut is, or just finishing the race is their primary goal at this point.
No, that certainly would be my goal. And
oh, yes. I agree.
now we have seen some good swims here, though. There have been some kids that have had the Whippeal cuts. The relays have had some Whippeal cuts.
I think it goes to show the depth of our team that we have kids swimming events that they choose. They're not their normal events. They may be really an off event, and they're still getting Whippeal cuts. So, it definitely.
Now, and that having been said, we have a good race going on between the girls.
That is true.
Both split almost identical 50s right there.
And they're only a little over a second apart as well. So in this, as they come back after this lap, they'll have 8 laps left.
Yeah, for those that might not be swim fans, the 500 is 20 lengths of the pool.
It's the longest race by far, actually, that is offered in high school swimming.
And the only one other than the 200 freestyle, or the freestyle is the only one that has anything over 100. well,
That-
notwithstanding the relays, of course.
That's true. And once again, this is a race more, as we were talking earlier with the 200 free, it's a race more of strategy. Often, the swimmer may take it out a little too quickly, and then the back half can be incredibly difficult. So it's an event I think you learn to swim over time, the more you swim it. So they're coming in.
Maddie still has that lead.
Yeah,
Other
but
than that
their
first-
splits are pretty even, actually.
That's right. Absolutely. Riley's splits are there with Maddie's, but she just lost a little bit of ground in that first 100 or 200. Let's see what she can do in the last 150. I like her turnover right now, but Maddie's digging in a little too.
Yeah, I think they're
That is
definitely.
Maddie at the top of the screen. For those that
Let's
aren't
see which-
familiar with the pool, the bottom of the pool is lane 1, the top is lane 5.
They're splitting pretty similar. They're holding about the same split. So
And what we'll see here is when the leader comes in off of this next turn, he will blow the whistle or ring the bell, signaling the bell lap, which is the last 50 of the event.
yep, so
And it's going to be hard pressed for either one of these girls to get that 500 whippeal cut, but that comes as no surprise that after the training on an off event, that they're still going to both have very strong swims.
they're still, and they've held very consistent splits as well.
And that's what a coach wants to watch.
He does. And for those of you who don't know as well, who aren't familiar with swimming, what happens is the starter is blowing the whistle over the starter or the ref over the person who is in first place. So they'll blow it as they come into the wall to get ready to swim their last 50. So that's sort of an alert to everybody that they're finishing up the race. Oh, Maddie,
Very nice.
Finished.
33 last 50.
yeah, she brought it
and
home.
34 for Riley. Nice swim, girls. Event 16 is the boys 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Amathian Bohan, and in lane 4, Chris D'Amico, Mr. Referee. Oh,
No, you
excuse
know what? I think you might have them reversed.
Oh, switch that around.
Once again, no seniors in this race, just two sophomores.
Seniors just didn't want to do
They
the
said
500.
no 500. There they go, and actually both, I think both of them are pretty strong 500 swimmers, so this should be a good race between the two.
I think this might be a whippeal event for Mathion. Obviously, it's a coach's decision.
He is new to our team this year as well, so we don't have the hindsight of what he swam last year. But I know he does, you're right, he swims distance, and I agree, this could be one of his events. Although Chris,
Very smooth stroke for Chris. Nice long strokes. You see a contrast in styles here too. You're going to see Mathion taking it out a little bit harder. It looks like Chris is a little bit smoother in his approach to the first 100 yards at least. And then you start, after the 100 is where you start watching the splits. That's where you want to get some consistency.
yep. You want to make sure they can hold. See, right now they're holding 31, 31, they're close.
Let's go ahead and announce that 500 cut.
The 500 whippeal cut is a 5:13.90. And actually, I stand corrected once again. It's a 5:12.90. They made it faster.
I think you're looking at the
I am
2012, 2013
I
splits.
was. I think I'll have to put these away.
Yes, you will.
I've now been wrong twice. And then what happens when the swimmers are getting faster, they'll sometimes make the qualifying times a little faster in order to, if they're getting a large number qualifying for certain events, they might tighten it up a little bit.
And that's true of every cut, every standard you're going to see, all the way from the Olympic trials, all the way down to, well, a high school meet or an age group meet.
That's true. They do, and a lot of times they'll redo the times about every, they can do them on a yearly basis, but they especially take a hard look at them when it comes to Olympic years, which we're coming into next year.
Looking at the swimmers, both 32-ish splits, which they don't want to go up above that too much if they want to get that whippeal cut.
No, they can't. The girls have a little more leeway.
And they are going to be both halfway done with the swim here. That's somewhat of a gauge. So, for instance, we have up in lane 4 a Mathian. He had a 2:34, which means that if he duplicated that, he would have the whippeal cut, which is, of course, as we announced, the 5:12 with a few seconds to spare. But remember how he took it out fast in that first 100. That made up for a lot of that speed that he had early.
So we've got to see if he can hold. He's got to be able to hold some consistent splits now on the back half. So 32.
32. Got to get a little bit quicker, Matthew. And he's trying. Look at those legs kicking.
I think this is about the point in this race you start feeling that 5 a.m. practice.
Oh, absolutely. I know that they've been swimming hard, they've been racing hard during practices, and it can't feel good. I'm well past the age where I can push myself to that extent what these guys are doing right now.
He's still holding
He's
low
holding
32s.
those 32s, absolutely.
Chris has slipped up a little bit. Dave is getting him moving. They're giving it everything they've got. So they're going to, when they come back and flip down at this end, they'll have 4 laps left. So we'll have a
Okay, gonna
let's
have to
see, 32.
32.8. He's gonna have to split 30s here in the last.
He's going to really have to pick it up to get that cut.
And we're going to have the bell lap, as they call it here, with the starter welcome Mathion.
Okay, he's swooping. About a 4:44.
That's going to be tough to beat that.
He's going to have to go under 30 significantly. 27 to get it.
What I do know, though, is he did have a whippeal cut earlier this year, as did Chris.
Yeah, so they both have it. I think they're just getting some practice swimming it and some practice putting their strategy into place. So nice swim. Mathion just finished up, and Chris is coming into the wall.
Now one of the fun events. We got one of the relays coming up here. Why don't you go ahead and announce the girls?
Okay. The next event is the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1 for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Maeve Lurch, Megan Matheny, Olivia Schaefer, and Emily Yost. Carly Olsakowski and Lindsay Choate. So we've got 2 seniors on the relay in lane 4, Victoria and Carly. Mr. Referee.
Well, let's see what these girls can do. I have a feeling they might be looking to put down a good time here.
I think they may be looking for the pool record, and it looks like Abby flinched on that start.
Well, I think that one of the things that we know is that they don't always call a subtle thing like that whippeal meets. Sometimes in the referee's discretion, they don't call that.
I think Dave told them they all need to be fast 24. Now, you know what? I don't think that's going to be fast enough.
Now the flat one is the slow one. The girls, let's see if they can make it up. That pool record is a 1:38.51. Looks like Vic is having a nice go of it. She was very
she's
smooth.
moving. 24-1, that was a very nice split.
I love watching Carly's kick. She has such fast feet.
Oh, she does.
And it looks like Olivia's in the water now. We missed Maeve and Megan Mathaney, your other daughter. And now we have Lindsay
Hey, we
Choate.
have Lindsay Choate as the anchor. Lindsay's a racer.
24-5.
Okay, she
they're
got
on
it.
a pace with what they might need to do. Let's see what they can pull out here. 138.51 is the number that we're looking at.
Okay. Let's see if they can bring it. It's going to be tight. Oh,
I think they have it,
I
ladies
think
and
they
gentlemen.
got it.
That is what we were looking for, and let's look at 138.51 here.
Oh, they
They
got it.
got the full record. Full record. I think that there are a lot of fans looking to take down that record, which is a record from Mount Lebanon. So
Yeah,
that's never a bad thing to take down a record from Mount Lebanon.
That is true. That was a great swim on all of their parts.
The next event is the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, Jacob Jamie, Kevin Liu, Chris Balta, and Ola Manuth. In lane 4, senior Patrick Lurch, Marius Rosu, Ben Diffendahl, and Connor Burns, Mr. Referee. Oh, got some smiles over there with the girls' freestyle relay record.
Nice birthday gift for Victoria.
That was some gutsy swimming by those girls.
They swam very well.
This time of year, if I remember correctly, that swim by the Mount Lebanon girls was early season, just off of the Christmas meet.
So they were tapered and not quite as tired as our girls are.
Absolutely.
That was them. And I think probably what he's done here with the boys is try to even it out again to make it.
I think so. Patrick and Jacob were first, and now we have Marius and Kevin. And Kevin is somebody that just moves water fast. And he is one of our best swimmers. He's going to be with Braden Wong, one of the seniors next year. And Kevin he's throwing down a nice split here. 22-0, very nice split.
Yeah, he was moving.
Now in the water, and it's very difficult to see lane 1, but we do have Chris Balta.
Yep. And he's a multi-talented kid.
And he's one of our divers.
He's one of our divers, and he can swim as well.
And Chris is throwing down a nice 50 himself. Next coming up are Ola and Connor. We've mentioned Ola's brother, Finn. Both boys came over from Germany last year, and they have been more than a welcome addition to this team.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice swim by both boys. Wow, very nice splits by both men. Nice swimming.
The next event is the girls 100-yard backstroke. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, senior Mariah Kelly. And in lane 4, senior Karina Liu. Mr. Referee.
Well, we've become known as a backstroke team, and here we have two of our ladies that very well could be doing this event at Whitfields.
I think both of them are looking, well, what is it? You know what? They both already have their cut, I believe. Let me announce.
Why don't we announce that cut?
Yeah, I'll let you do it to make sure it's correct.
Okay. The Whitfield cut in this event is 105.40.
So I'm correct. They both have this cut already. And so it'll be interesting to see who swims it at Whitfields. As you said, we have a number of qualifiers in this event. We do a great job training backstrokers.
Well, let's see how they can bring it in. It looks like both are going to be right at that mark. Oh yeah, both are going to be very nice swims by both ladies.
That was.
Nice swimming. Are those best for the year?
You know, let's see what it rolls over to. You know, it looks, yeah, for Mariah, that is her best time, and it's a little bit off for Karina, but very
nice
strong
swims.
swims.
The next event is the boys 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1, David Frown. In lane 4, Brandon Novak, and for Carrick, Chris Lewis, Mr. Referee.
Sorry about that, we misplayed. We still have our Carrick swimmer coming in.
Was it? Ladies and gentlemen, with that swim, Finn Maynooth just took down the oldest pool record for the boys in Upper St. Clair. Congratulations, Finn.
Nice swim, and as we said, he completed the fact. Now all the records are held by Upper St. Clair swimmers.
As well it should. Well, here we go.
Final event of the night. The final event of this evening for the girls is the 400 freestyle relay. In lane 1 for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Kirsten Benedict, Abby Matheny, Mia Barrow, and Olivia Schaefer. You know, and now as I'm looking at the girls behind the blocks.
That's not quite the way.
Okay, I have to apologize. Let me restart. In lane 1 for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Mia Barrow, Kate Bellis.
And 2 no-shows.
And 2.
Looks like Maeve Lurch. And right.
Maeve Lurch and Emily Yost. Sorry about that. And in lane 4 for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have Kirsten Benedict, Abby Matheny, Maddie Yost, and Olivia Schaefer. Mr. Referee. Boy, I apologize. They were changing up on me.
They threw a curveball at you. It's not your fault. This is one of the fun events of the evening, just because the girls never want to let each other down. They're always giving it their all.
And I think Dave's made an attempt to make it an even relay, so it should be an exciting race to the finish. We have the leadoff. We have Mia and Kirsten. So Mia here in lane 1 and Kirsten over there in lane 4.
Yeah, he had an earlier lineup which had girls not only in different order but in different heats. So he switched them around.
Yes, well, I think originally he had put a freshman relay in, and now he sort of changed it up a little, threw a sophomore in there. So okay, looks like Mia's going to come in. She's going to hand off to Kate and Kirsten to Abby.
Let's see if we have the boys correct before I start announcing.
Before you make the same mistakes I did.
Their names. Matter of fact, I already see some changes that that they're pulling on us.
Yeah, you have the benefit of knowing to look. Have a look. Abby's pulling ahead a little bit of Kate. But we'll see what happens in the third leg. As I said, I think he.
Well, Maeve is one of our very deep swimmers. Got many different events. But Maddie, is it? Yeah, oh, that's Emily.
No, that's Maddie.
Oh, that is Maddie.
That is Maddie. Yeah, Emily is in the other relay, and she's the anchor.
Ah, a little sisterly rivalry going on here. Well, not sure. Not quite sure what the splits have been, but it looks like lane 4 is going to be pulling this one out unless something pretty drastic happens. That's even in a 400-yard free relay, that's a lot of distance to make up for any one swimmer and a half. So it looks like lane 4 is going towards, it looks like lane 4 is going to be going for that first place in this event.
What is the Whippeal cut in this event? Just out of curiosity.
It is 402.20. And as you noted, we don't have a lot of the seniors in this event.
In fact, we have no seniors in this event. This is all underclassmen.
And I'm just curious to see if we might be able to get 2 Whippeal cuts with no seniors and actually no juniors either. Is there?
Oh, just one junior. Emily is anchoring.
I see, yes.
The relay in lane 1, but you're right. The relay in lane 4 had 3 freshmen and a senior or a sophomore. So it helps to have that depth, and I think Dave's sort of testing out what he has and looking even to next year, which you always have to continually look ahead.
And Olivia here is in lane 4. She's going to finish it out. Going to keep Doug Schaefer and Sue Schaefer around for 3 more years after Victoria, the birthday girl, graduates this year.
Oh, looks like they got the Whippeal cut by.
Looks like both of them are going to get that. That shows you what kind of depth we have.
Wow, that great swims on both parts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last event of the evening is the 400-yard boys free relay. In lane 1, Jacob Jamie, Marius Rosu, Brandon Novak, and Amathian Bohan. In lane 4, Ben Diffendahl, David Frowen, Chris Balta, and Chris D'Amico, Mr. Referee. Again, no seniors and no juniors. Our youngsters are getting a chance to show their stuff in the relays, and it's important for them to get relay experience too. The starts, for instance, are something that you don't practice necessarily every day, especially if you're not one of the guys who is probably going to do the Whippeal and the state relays. We just are so deep in the junior and senior class. I don't think any of these guys would probably make that cut, but they need the practice too for next year and thereafter.
They do, as we said. Dave needs to continually look forward, recognizing as the kids move through, he's got to give the kids coming up opportunity, and he does a very good job of that, as we've seen tonight. Well,
the Whippeal cut is a 3:39. Each kid is going to have to split better than around a 55 low, or 50. It's better than a 55 for them to catch that cut. Very nice back half by Jacob on that.
Yeah, they both splits.
They're in the discussion.
Yeah, could be a possibility. Who just went in? I saw David go in lane 4, and I think Marius just dove in lane 1.
You mentioned Brandon over there in lane 3. He's gotten actually 2 brothers.
Actually, that's David in lane 4.
Oh,
Brandon's behind the block in lane 1.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know,
Those
I think they mixed it up again.
And those 2 have been friends for years, largely through their brothers who come up through swimming. But I was going to say that Brandon, who is going to be swimming a little bit later, has 2 brothers that swam. And David, he has an older brother who's a senior at Rochester, along with another Panther alum, Pat Davis. And they're right in the thick of things for that Whippeal cut. Let's see what the boys can finish out doing here in the last half of this 400 freestyle.
Okay, so we have Chris Balta over there in lane 4.
Yeah, we saw him diving, and actually he did not start out as a diver. He's doing great this year. But he started out with the swim team and took diving up just as he came into his high school season.
He's a talented diver. He definitely has been, given a bonus for our team. It's great to have him. So he's coming in. See, Chris is going to hand off to Chris D'Amico, another sophomore. And Brandon's handing off to a Mattheon, who's a sophomore as well.
Let's see how close these guys can make it. They're about 2 seconds off from each other. Lane 4 leading, lane 1.
And these are the two who just swam each other in the 500 freestyle. So they're back again, matched in the as anchors in the
Wow,
400 free relay.
look at
And
David.
Mattheon is
Lane 1 is making a run at this.
yeah.
Wow, this is going to come right down to it.
This is going to be an exciting race down to the finish.
Remembering that Whitfield cut is a 3:39.
And I think a Mattheon may have him. He did. Wow, nice swim by both boys.
And with that, the senior night 2015 for the Upper St. Clair Panthers swim dive team against Carrick. We have a lot to be thankful for this senior class. They've brought quite a bit of excitement, but one way or the other, we got a lot more excitement. We got meets coming up. We have, of course, Baldwin on Thursday. The big meet is going to be Mount Lebanon on Tuesday the 10th. We also, in the meantime, go to State College on Saturday, January 31st. And then we get into the Whippeal season. Whippeal diving on Monday, February 16th. And Whippeal's swimming and diving at Pitt, February 20th and 21st, a Friday and Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, for Kristen Matheny, this is Chet Dudzinski from the Upper St. Clair Natatorium. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and good night. We'll see you Thursday.